Gamers and gentlefolk, hello and welcome once again to our final session of the evening of the Nexus Gaming Series Free Agent Combined. I'm going to be your host, The Sound, and I am excited to bring two more games here. These are the last two of the evening for the bronze to gold bracket. We've got free agents playing as well as some scouts and some subs. So there's a fair bit of diversity going on there. Without further ado, let's take a look at the battleground selection. I choose the battlegrounds instead of either team, and instead of trading based on who wins and whatnot, it's just Team 5 gets first pick for Game 1, and Team 6 gets first pick for Game 2. And we're going to Tomb first, followed by BOE. It's going to be great. We've got readies from both sides. So we'll get them started on the last of our series. Thanks to everyone who has stuck around to the bitter end. I hope you're finding plays that excite you, some free agents that you're interested in signing. It's the whole idea behind it. And they're playing their hearts out. I mean, hopefully, and I expect, they're having a good time playing HOTS, as NGS has, in my experience, always been a very welcoming community. So even with community members that you don't necessarily have first-hand experience with, you probably will have a good time. We're headed to Tomb of the Spider Queen for our first Battleground Game 1. This is a map that thrives on wave clear, of course. Not only because it kind of neutralizes the effect that an opponent's objective can have, but it's also very important for you because you need to pick up the gems. And how do you pick up the gems if you can't kill the spiders? Samuro ban. Interesting. There's the Johanna. Peldor did play Samuro last block. So it very well could be that the side of Team 5 just doesn't want to deal with it. There's the Stukov ban. There's been a lot of priority on healers in these drafts. Lots of first pick, perhaps all first pick healer throughout the two earlier series that I've cast. So we'll see if that continues here. There's the Sylvanas ban as well. So lots of really strong picks still available. Lucio comes to mind. There's also Diablo and Blaze and Hogger and etc. Kind of pick your poison here, Vala. But lo and behold, the trend continues. We go with a first pick Anduin. Alright, Team 6 responds with Brightwing Blaze. A solid first two picks. Brightwing not going to get a lot of global value here, but of course her kit is pretty well stacked, even without needing that global. Muradin picked up for Team 5. Would love to see them pick up at least one wave clear hero before the next round of bans. Chromie kind of qualifies. If she's willing to use W on waves, then she can definitely get things cleared up. It is a bit tricky here. She offers vision, but not the best wave clear. I wonder... She also doesn't have the best frontline pressure? I don't know. I expect an offlane ban. It's going to be an Alarak ban. Okay. Based on my earlier cast, I know that that is a target ban onto skills. Really nasty Alarak player. As well as Kerrigan, who can be pretty strong on the battleground as well. These tight rotations that this battleground incentivizes can be a hunting ground for Kerrigan players. But perhaps we'll see a completely new look from skills this time round. We saw 2 melee assassin games earlier in the evening. Next 2 picks here for Team 6. I would love to see them hold their tank, I think. Yeah, they are going to hold their tank, opting for Tassadar Raynor. I don't see a lot of Raynor, so I'm a little surprised by that. Tassadar, an excellent pickup for the wave clear that they bring. There's Leoric. Pretty solid matchup into the Blaze, at least during the laning phase. In team fights, it's a little more nuanced, but yada yada. Last pick, it is going to be the Kerrigan once again. Skills sticking to the melee assassin guns. So we'll see what Gib picks up here to try and mitigate that onslaught damage of the Muradin Kerrigan engage setup. Importantly, I will say that there's no cleanse for Loop. Garrosh, the war chief, is the last choice here. All right, so let's take a look at these drafts as our teams load in. From a wave clear perspective, I think Team 6 definitely have the easier to execute draft, which a lot of the time this evening we have noticed that the easier to execute draft has performed best. With that said, Kerrigan, Chromie, they do a lot of damage. If they get onto Tassadar or Raynor, or even Garrosh, honestly, it's going to be tough for them to survive. Brightwing is going to have to be really fast with those phase shifts. So we'll see how it all shakes out here. The Leoric also putting additional pressure onto Garrosh there. Of course, they could just have Raynor lane against the Leo. I don't think Leo would have a good time there. And then that brings more wave clear into the core rotation. Going off the deep end, y'all. You'll have to excuse me. Let's get into the game. Let's see what the teams do, right? And introduce them. Here on the left, in blue, we've got Team 5. Cypher playing Muradin, X-Turks on Leoric, Dragonlord Cat on Anduin, No More Heroes on Chromie, and Skills playing Kerrigan. To the right, in red, we've got Team 6. Peldor on Blaze, the Captain on Brightwing, Koteb on Raynor, Gib playing Garrosh, and Primary Medio playing Tassadar. As we get into our first wave of the game, we can take a look. We've got Cypher opting for Third Wind rather than Dwarf Block. X-Turks trying to get over here. What a great wall from... Oh, no. See, I thought the wall was on the other side. Dwarf toss over, gets Cypher to safety. The primary wave clear advantage definitely in Team 6's favor here. They're going to get the minions and get out. Chromie has opted for Time Walker's Pursuit at level 1. We've got Exterminator for Raynor. And Primary Medio is trying to stack up that Q quest. Static Charge? Hey, it's called Static Charge, I remembered. Gib taking a lot of punishment here, but the Captain is here with the phase shift. They'll get it back really quickly thanks to their level 1 Hyper Shift. Checking in on bot lane. X-Turks and Peldor duking it out. Gib does not have access to their own Unstoppable yet. Level 4 is when Indomitable from Garrosh becomes an option. Ugh. And that means that they're gonna die. This 4-hero rotation, especially with the percent damage from the Drain Hope, Leoric making the difference there. Primary Medio able to pick up some of the gems. So not all is lost, but it is a tough game for Garrosh, to be sure. Cypher lurking in the bot side here, maybe looking for Peldor. They've got a fair bit of gem economy in their pockets. Did Koteb juice the camp? I feel like you gotta juice the camp. Anyway. A little bit of damage here. Oh my gosh, Dragonlord Cat tossed in. Polymorph follow-up with the wall. First takedown for Team 6. And now they're a little bit ahead on gems. Psych your mom. Phase shift drawn to the bot lane. Peldor taking a lot of damage from X-Trex. And both teams don't get too much done with their bruiser camps there in mid lane. Perhaps a little bit more damage for Team 5 onto Team 6 structures. And I will say Team 5 is doing a decent job managing these rotations. Oh my gosh, no more heroes. Tossed over the wall. There's the stun follow-up. Cypher caught in a weird position there. I'm not sure if how they've been managing. Oh my gosh, a combo onto 2. Great into the fray. Will save the captain, however. Gib, excellent Garrosh play there. Skills showing their prowess on Kerrigan once again, but having an additional cleanse in the form of Into the Fray is very helpful for the side of Team 6. Lots of damage traded here. Skills is falling low. They're able to survive thanks to a timely leap of faith from Dragonlord Cat. Level 7's now in the hands for Team 6, thanks at least in part to their hero takedown XP lead. Fuel the rush at level 7 for Koteb. And Peldor getting busy here on this bot side camp. Ooh, there's the combo. Indomitable popped. Koteb could make it out. Okay, they don't have to commit the Into the Fray. Primary Netio found by X-Turks here. No serious CC follow-up. 49 gems, and there's the 50th. Turned in for Team 5. Cypher tossed in by Gib. Gib will make it out. Does Skills have a combo? Oh man, that clump up from Team 6 looked pretty scary for them. Level 7's on both sides here. Ooh, jump slow. Heavy impact for Cypher. And it is slowing sands for Chromie. The heroic unlocking at level 8. First objective going over to Team 5. They're going to have a little bit of a tough time pushing into these structures. Oh my god, Gib taking so much damage. They're falling very low. Are they going to be able to make it out alive? They do still have the Indomitable. There's the phase shift. Kerrigan is in fact the one to fall, followed up by a Muradin takedown. Whew. Team 6 playing that Razor's Edge so well with the Garrosh armor. The captain is first to rotate up here, but Primary Medio is going to help finish clearing this out. They will lose about half of the fort's HP here in top lane, but bot mostly untouched. Peldor taking a lot of damage, but there's another phase shift. The captain has been on time with every single one of these. So really strong Brightwing play from them. Gib will secure the turn-in there on the top side with heroics in their hands. Team 6 are going to try and make the most out of this push. They've got Bunker, Hyperion, Decimate, interesting, Black Hole, and Blink Heal. Ooh, Peldor making that flank, but in the end, Team 5 are able to play it safe behind their wall and secure level 10s of their own. Oh, skills way out in front of the rest of the team. Able to get a stun onto a couple, which is enough for Dragonlord to once again find the leap of faith. Man, Dragonlord Cat's Anduin is looking pretty spicy. Of course, skills doing some interesting pathing has been great. Cypher, oh, what a timely unstoppable from Gib there. Okay, so top wall goes down. Mid wall almost dead. Peldor will finish that off. Bot fort mostly unperturbed. Perhaps not as much siege as Team 6 would have liked. 5 hero commitment now to the mid lane from Team 5. It's giving Peldor an unchecked turn-in on the bot side. And importantly, Team 6 does have enough in their pockets for back-to-back turn-ins there. Whereas Team 5 do not. These last 3 from Peldor would do it. X-Turks gets the stall, but cannot stall Koteb. Team 5 will have this Bruiser camp to help defend. But back-to-back turn-in is a pretty awesome tempo move for Team 6. We'll see how Team 5 responds to this top lane push. Chromie looking for a scary Garrosh in a bush with Time Walker's Pursuit. And there is the Hyperion. Cypher taking a lot of damage there. They do still have... Oh my god. X-Trex gets the rotation in, catches Gibbs. There's the rotation onto Koteb. Koteb's falling low, but they're making that alive. There's the combo onto 3, followed up by the Light Bond. Primary Medio isn't going to last much longer. They're all in the slowing sands. The captain isn't going to make it out alive. The jump slow from Garrosh. Peldor, the last to survive. Captain falls. Oh no, is it going to be a full 5-hero wipe? It looks like it. Absolute dominance in that team fight from Team 5 there. Holy cow. They're going to lose top fort, and bot fort is going to take a lot of punishment. They may lose it as well, but they are in the driver's seat for the experience race towards Storm Talents 100%. About 3/4 of a level lead. X-Turks has opted for Unyielding Despair at level 13, so a W build Leoric. Chromie's got Timeout. Chrysalisk for skills on the Kerrigan. And now we'll see if Team 5 is going to be able to get this turn in. Looks like Team 6 not interested in contesting, and X-Turks and Cypher have got this bottom siege camp started as well. So I think the bot lane is probably going to be Team 6's primary concern here, with the mid-wave kind of pushed out. Oh, the Entomb does not catch Peldor there. Peldor actually able to trade pretty well into the Leoric now that level 13 is online. Jet Propulsion doing a lot of damage now thanks to the Collision Course. Cypher takes so much damage even through the Avatar. X-Turks does still have their E available. There's the stun, however. Oh, Leoric stepped out a little too far. A great pushback. Slowing Sands catches a few. Gib caught in the root there. Is Skills going to catch him with the combo? They will. Garrosh falls. The fort is surviving. Primary Medio makes it out alive. Tries to wall out the aggressors, but in the end, it's Koteb to fall. So, a fair number of kills traded here. Leoric traded 4-2. I think if you're on the side of Team 5, you're very happy with that trade. Leoric has already respawned. Top wave is going to take out the keep wall here, and the economy of Team 6 is now in shambles. And Team 5 getting close to another turn-in. Just 7 gems away. Level 16 is a big power spike for Team 6. They've got the Crushing Hope, which does a huge chunk of percentage damage if Leoric is able to stay connected with their Drain Life for the entire duration. And Team 5 look to be setting up a bait on boss. They know that Peldor is down in bot lane. They're just trying to farm up these gems, see if Team 6 will step out to a precarious place. Just 1 gem away now. So structurally, we're all tied up. Experience-wise, we're pretty close to tied up. No more heroes. Catching 2 there with the time trap. There's the Entomb, but X-Turks is on an island. Cannot catch up there. Or the rest of the team cannot catch up there. Just a level away from Storm Talent. And still plenty of gems, or enough gems to turn in, rather, on the side of Team 5. Kerrigan is going to have to rotate up to the top lane. That catapult putting a lot of pressure on that lane. Chromie is so strong at anti-siege. It's making it very difficult for Team 6 to step up. Peldor able to secure the siege camp in bot lane. Bottom lane, a bit of a problem area for Team 5. It's pushed out pretty far, and they see the Leoric down there, so this is a 5v4 if Team 6 can get a hold of any of Team 5. Looks like they're not going to be able to. Team 5 play it safe there. And they've done a good job pushing out that top wave, so it's not too bad of a spawn for that Web Weaver. Chromie has opted for Piercing Sands for their Storm Talent. And they're ahead on XP in general. Gib kind of caught in a weird spot on the other side of the wall. Pops the Indomitable, but Skills is chasing after. Skill mounted up. Kerrigan on a mount is a spooky sight indeed. Cypher has to receive the cleanse. They do still have Avatar available. They're going to pop it here. X-Turks looking... Oh my god, the combo onto 2! Oh, Gib is falling low. Koteb already in the respawn. Cypher is now in danger. Dragonlord Cat taking a lot of damage. Skills able to pop the Chrysalisk there. A great timely pull from Dragonlord Cat will get Skills out yet again. All the while, top lane has been pushing and the keep is down. No core damage, but top keep and mid fort, not so bad. If you're Team 5, you're thrilled with that. Skills doing such a good job to play around the vision of the turn-in there, getting that combo onto Koteb and Gib both. They're going to drop their gems and start the boss, putting additional pressure on the top lane. I think for Team 5, I'd love for them to hold the boss for their Storm Talent here, honestly. Because they're so far from the turn-in that tempo-wise, this boss is going to be tough to get value out of. And with Peldor turning in on bot side, ooh, they're not going to make it. And they're able to stall the turn-ins. Okay, so Team 6 unable to get the turn-in to repulse the boss push. And Storm Talents are online for Team 5. We've got Rewind, Burning Despair, Censure, and Psionic Shift for Kerrigan. Alright, boss onto the core. I don't think they're going to get past the shields there. Right? And so here's the scenario that is really tricky for Team 5. It's an even talent tier, and it's a long time before they're going to get enough gems. No more heroes caught. They're able to use timeout. Longest stasis in the game. Peldor unable to connect with the jet propulsion. Gib in the Entomb, but not under too much threat. It is Deadly Calm? Deadly Calm at 20, so they are able to do a lot of damage reduction. Of course, that will not affect Leoric's percent damage. Really heads up play from Peldor not to rip the bunker the second that they saw the Entomb. I reflexively bunker every time I see an Entomb, because I'm a brain-off monkey player. And it's tough for Team 6 to, like, they've got all the gems in the world, but they can't turn them in, because they just can't push out these waves. The vision tools that Team 5 have are such that it is really challenging for Team 6 to get back in range of these turn-ins. Gib almost face-checking there. Pops the Indomitable. There's the Entomb. Oh, Gib not getting in the bunker. Cypher on the far side of the fight will pop the Heroic. They're flying all over. Skills in the middle of all 5. Muradin very low. Jumps back in onto the Captain, but Captain is able to blink out. Muradin will fall. The slow on a Dragonlord Cat. Is there any follow-up CC? No follow-up CC. And no Force Barrier at 20. Kugelblitz instead, the choice for primary Meteo. Okay, no main tank to protect them. We'll see how Team 5 can defend here. Skills a little far out. Oh my gosh. Invisible Friends for the Garrosh. What a nightmare. Remember when that used to never expire? That was a bad time. That was a super fun patch. Still 15 seconds before Muradin is back in action. Mid-fort down without much trouble. And I like that they've got the Captain up here soaking top, getting that lane pushing as quickly as possible. Right wing is global, so they've got plenty of room to get in. Mid has been dealt with. Cypher does not get CC'd there. Oh, a lot of damage onto X-Turks. And they see skills in top lane. A full completion on static charge at level 1 for primary Meteo. Those Qs, whatever they're called, are really hitting very hard, especially with Thermal Lance at 16. And they've got back-to-back turn-ins. Team 5 still has no turn-in. There's the jump, Light Bomb follow-up. X-Turks catches 2 in the Entomb. The stun onto Peldor. Lots of damage onto the Captain. They blink out, but they aren't able to get into the bunker in time. Koteb will fall to skills there. Primary Meteo is running away, but they're not going to last for much longer. Gib is also getting chased down here by the Leo. Whew, 4 hero kills. That was nasty. Man, all that damage onto the Captain in the early going of it. With 4 heroes down and a clear path to keep, they're gonna walk to the side wall. Interesting choice. Extra siege damage, I suppose. I don't think Peldor can stop them. They're able to slow down the siege a fair bit thanks to their level 7, but that's going to do it for Game 1. It's in the history books and going in favor of Team 5. Skills on the Kerrigan, once again showing how powerful the melee assassins can be. GG and well played. Okie dokie. Game 1. There you have it. In the end, that last fight was as hectic as all get out. No real way for Team 6 to control all the vision that they might have needed to stay safe from a light bombing Muradin and Kerrigan follow-up. I thought that for the most part, Team 6 played that very well, but that late game team fight unfortunately did not go their way. And so that's going to do it for the first game. We can take a look at our stats. You know, that's a lot of Anduin damage. Just going to say it. Dragon Lord Cat got that damage in. Not that it matters much, but good for them. And almost as much healing output as the captain. Brightwing, typically a really strong, what I think of as like white numbers noise, like white noise, white numbers. It's just inconsequential healing over time because of the free ticks on Soothing Mist, but Dragon Lord Cat definitely keeping up. Alrighty. Those are the builds. That was game 1. Let's go back to the map draft and see where we're headed for our second battleground. I said BOE. Great. I gotta set that lobby up. Alright. Let me also consult my free agent list here. Yeah, skills is unsigned. So if you want a Kerrigan Alarak melee assassin master on your team, look no further than skills. Ewok Thor mentioning that they were pleased with the Brightwing play. I agree. I thought that the captain played very well on Brightwing. Some clutch phase shifts there. Into a comp where it is difficult to get those off in time. So definitely kudos to them. Okie dokie. So both of these games, both of these battlegrounds feature lots of important I'm sorry, just organizing lobbies, yada yada. Okay, Peldor is on the other team. Kotep is on the other team. Swapping teams. Captain Peldor Koteb. Captain Peldor Koteb. Swap this person with skills. Thank you for listening as I mutter along to myself. Okay, I think... Okie doke. And setting up the drafting stuff as well. Thank you everyone for bearing with me as I set up the lobby and not talk to y'all. I can't type and talk. That's how you know I'm a boomer. What was I saying? I was saying that both of these battlegrounds favor vision play, and I think Team 5 has been doing a great job around vision play. Team 6, not so bad. Would love for them to be a little more mindful of the tools that they're picking up in this next game. This battleground also important to play for the objective. The Immortals are very strong, so having a composition that can secure it is very important. All right, we've got readies on both sides, so we can get started on our final draft of the evening here on Battlefield of Eternity. Alarak ban, once again, a targeted ban onto skills. Alarak also pretty strong on the battleground. Telekinesis, being able to shove heroes into the immortal stuns is pretty punishing. Raka saying that she cries every time I ignore her to set up the lobby. Well, I'm sorry, Raka. Especially in your time of need while recovering. How could I? It's great man. It's 30 lashes for me. The Volaban definitely trying to mitigate the amount of immortal burn that Team 6 has. They opt for a very speedy first pick, Johanna. Johanna, a very strong hero. Absolutely. Do not get me wrong. One of her strengths is her wave clear, which doesn't really matter on this battleground. She also scales well into the late game, and this battleground, the early game matters a lot. Stukov and Murden, the choices for Team 5. Murden's ability to engage over walls, very helpful on Battlefield of Eternity. Next two picks here. I'd love to see Team 6 grab one of their burn heroes, opting instead for Sonya and Anduin. So Leap Light Bomb is available, which is spooky. And Team 5 are also now put in the awkward position of having to ban away the largest role in the cast. I'm going to ban away the Junkrat. So limiting those vision tools that we had highlighted earlier, I think it's a heads-up ban. A little surprised that we didn't see a Rainer ban, honestly, with Koteb playing at last Battleground Raynor is even better here on Battlefield of Eternity. Exterminator Raynor, perhaps the fastest immortal burn in the game? Don't quote me on that, I don't know the numbers. Alright, next 2 picks here for Team 5. I wonder if we'll see Skills continue to hold their pick. I know that lots of melee assassin players I've played with historically like to hold it till later. No More Heroes picking up Hanzo. Hanzo's great for long-range immortal poke. And Malthael. Okay, Malthael technically has percent damage that can be applied to the immortal, though it is capped. And the immortal is above that cap. But yeah, I never know about Malthael. I used to play that hero a lot, but Orphea, okay. And Zul'jin. Okay, Zul'jin, pretty hard racing. Final pick for Skills. Kerrigan's open again. We'll see if they opt for it. And once again, Team 5 has picked up some vision tools. Team 6 has Flashlight from Johanna. Oh, Gul'dan. Okay, so this is the first time that I'll be seeing skills on something other than a melee assassin. So we'll see how they perform outside of that niche. Okie dokie. What were we talking about? We were talking about vision tools. So Sonic Arrow from Hanzo. Strong persistent vision. Gul'dan able to fell flame bushes pretty freely. On the other side, Johanna's got Flashlight. Zul'jin's kind of got W. Anduin's kind of got W. But once again, the vision tools definitely favor Team 5 here. They've got a little bit of a strange damage profile with the Hanzo Gul'dan, so I'm interested to see what build each of them opt for. And, of course, I'm curious to see how fast Zul'jin can get stacked. So let's get into the game and figure it all out, shall we? We can introduce our teams as well for the final time. Here on the left in blue, we've got Team 5. Dragonlord Cat on Stukov, Cypher on Muradin, No More Heroes playing Hanzo, X-Turks on Malthael, and Skills playing Gul'dan. To the right in red, we've got Team 6. Gib on Johanna, Peldor playing Sonya, Primary Medio on Orphea, the Captain on Anduin, and Koteb playing Zul'jin. Checking in on our level 1 talents. Simple Geometry for No More Heroes on the Hanzo, and Skills has opted for Chaotic Energy, so perhaps betraying a W build. Great body blocks from Cypher there onto the Johanna. They had to commit the Iron Skin early, and now they are in a lot of trouble. Captain commits a leap of faith, and they'll make it out. Recklessness from Koteb means that they're already up to 2 stacks. Oh, do they have the Iron Skin cast? They do cast it. Okay, they're able to make it out. Gib will have to go back home, though. And X-Turks on the top side trading very favorably into Peldor there. So the wave clear advantage definitely going over to Team 5 early. They're going to take that opportunity just to siege up a little bit. Dragonlord Cat has started up this bottom siege camp. And they're getting through it pretty quickly. Yeah, I don't think Team 6 is going to be here in time to contest it. Jib gets the rotation in. Dragonlord Cat taking a lot of damage from Primary Medio. They still have the Iron Skin, so they're going to back up to safety. Koteb able to escape as well. And now they're stuck with the camp wailing away on them. No More Heroes looking for a couple more scatters, and Gib has to head home once again. Arthing for a second time. A little bit of an experience lead thanks to that mercenary grab, as well as clearing those minions ahead of Team 6. 2 minutes on the clock, and Team 5 are already starting up their bruiser camp. Peldor playing pretty far up in lane with no vision of Team 5. X-Turks already so we'll see. They're probably going to have to Hearth after that. And they didn't hold the left-hand bruiser camp for the objective. So I think it's going to give Team 6 a relatively free clear on it here. Yeah, Primary Medio and Gib both in range to start sieging this down. Would have loved to have seen the captain be the one to wait to cap that camp and given Koteb the opportunity to get a few more stacks. Speaking of, already up to 4, and each one of those stacks accounts for 5 heroic basic attacks, if I remember correctly. Level 4 is online. Oh, Cypher is in so much trouble. That was the jump. First blood going over to Team 6. Gib interrupting the dwarf toss there. Of course, Hanzo able to do a lot of damage thanks to serrated arrows at level 4. But in the end, oh no, the stun onto X-Turks. X-Turks will fall. Gib, once again, falling very low there. Koteb continuing to chase no more heroes. In the end, the race to halftime was won by Team 6. They're going to finish off this Immortal HP. Murden has opted for Thunderburn at level 4 rather than Sledgehammer. So he's not going to be able to contribute much to the HP burn. Level 7's a little bit closer for Team 5. And now for Team 6, because that's how waves work. So they have some solid Immortal burn here. Level 7s on both sides now. Cooldown at 11 of the 15 globes necessary for their reduced mana cost. And they're getting through this Immortal pretty quickly. It's going to take out the fort front wall, but only a scratch here onto this top fort. And Zul'jin not stacking particularly quickly. Up to 6 stacks now. That's a lot of damage. Oh my gosh, Spukov in a lot of trouble. Koteb activates the Amani Rage. Oh, the jump in from Cypher will cost the Murden their life. And that's the route. Onto skills. Another kill in favor of Team 6. 4 unanswered thus far. With those, I expect we'll see them get onto this top camp as they are. Primary Medio and the captain taking care of that while Koteb pushes up the lane. Back in on bot side, Peldor pushing X-Turks back to their wall. We've got 4 showing for Team 5, so perhaps once Peldor takes care of that bottom wave, we'll see the Sonya split off and start working on that bottom siege camp as well. Gib connects with the punish. They opted for hold your ground at level 4 rather than subdue. So they are going to have to wait for the heroic talent here before they've got a lot of CC threat. Peldor able to secure that siege camp. Team 5, of course, able to get that bruiser. But they're still behind towards their heroics. We've got Leap We've got Light Bomb, we've got Blessed Shield, we've got Eternal Feast, and Tazdingo. So nothing out of the ordinary there. On the bot side, Cypher and X-Turks able to push out that wave. Oh, the captain gonna die. They were able to dodge the weighted pustule, but that was a unsafe rotation, unfortunately. So they will fall. And this is a tricky position to find yourself in if you are Team 6. Not having a healer available. Oh, there's the Blessed Shield onto 2, followed up by the leap. A lot of damage. Fear onto the Johanna. Cypher has to pop the Avatar. X-Turks will cast Last Rites, and Sonya will fall as well. Koteb stunned into the stun. They pop their heroic, and the captain is in range for the heal and Leap of Faith. Okay, all the while, No More Heroes has been slamming away on this Immortal. Team 6 has been able to chip away a lot of HP, but in the end, those kills in favor of Team 5 will secure this next objective. About a quarter of a shield for the Immortal. Of course, the exciting thing for Team 6 is lots of their important heroics are on 60-second cooldowns, so they can just rip them every minute. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Blessed Shield Leap Light Bomb. Oh no, there's no Iron Skin. Joe will fall. Cypher falling very low there. Oh, gets out with sub 100 HP. Oh, Murden getting away with murder. Koteb falling very low. I think this top 4 is done for. And that'll do it. Mounted up, Murden gets the... Oh, the Dragon's Arrow connects with 2. A great fear from skills, and Primary Medio will go down. Man, that's going to get Team 5 a lot of time on this top keep wall. We can see Peldor rotating up from bot lane. Dragonlord Cat eats so much damage. There's the leap in, and they secure the kill onto Stukov. Of course, that rotation means X-Turks is able to push another wave into the bottom fort, so it's going to continue taking minion damage. Minions doing 3 times as much damage to structures. So do not ignore them, friends, when you are pushing. The kill, of course, helps a lot in securing level 13s. We're on even talent tiers once again. Fleet of Foot for No More Heroes is going to give them a lot more survivability thanks to that move speed. X-Turks has opted for Inevitable End. "60 seconds have elapsed, so they could rip their heroics once again." There's the jump in. The captain gets feared in. Oh my goodness. They're on an island now. Cypher will secure the kill. Peldor trying to save their healer with a leap, but too little too late, unfortunately. They are potentially in trouble. They're able to squeak out alive. X-Turks secures that bottom siege camp in the meantime. So a little more than a full level lead now in favor of Team 5. That is due in large part to their hero kill experience, but they've also been doing a great job in cleaning up those mercenaries, and of course passive XP is in their favor with 2 forts down. X-Turks and Cypher are here looking to slow down the Immortal Burn of Team 6. And once again, the vision tools that Team 6 lack are really hurting them here. They didn't know that they had an advantageous fight there. Gib continues to take so much damage. Holy cow, that's so much damage. Oh my god, Cypher falls. The Anduin was zoned the whole time. A great fear. A bunch of procs on the Eternal Feast. They do still have Last Rites available. They have won the halftime show. Bottom lane is pushing in their favor. Team 5 definitely in the driver's seat. And a full shield immortal, no less. Bummer summer for Team 6. They, of course, can turn this around. They're a level away from 16, and Johanna is still scaling. 15 stacks. Oh no. Cypher wasn't scouted in the bush. There's the leap in. Orphea's dead, though. They're fighting past a full shield immortal. Koteb pops the Taz Dingo. They're going to make it out alive. Peldor trying to do some more damage there. But everyone is very low. The captain going to have a lot of work to get these health bars back into a good spot. No heroics available for the side of Team 6. Team 5 still has a Horrify available. They'll trade X-Turks for Gib. The Immortal still has its shielding. Primary Medio has respawned, so both damage dealers... the fear does not push Orphea in the favorable direction. So we've got damage onto the core now. A bunch of damage onto the Immortal. Koteb, there's the leap in. Peldor falls. This might be game. Yeah, Team 5 is gonna secure it here in the end. GG and well played to our teams. So in the end, Team 5 able to secure it once again. I think that was due largely to, once again, that vision play and a lot of pressure onto Gib on the front line. It was really hard for Johanna to stay in, and so we saw a lot of those. Johanna typically survivable, uncharacteristically dying 4 times throughout the game. Checking in on our builds, anything out of the ordinary. Nothing strange there. Yeah, no more heroes opting for Giant Slayer at 16, putting additional pressure onto the front line. Really well played by both of our teams. And that's going to do it. That is the Free Agent Combine, the final session. Session 4 of the Bronze to Gold lobby. I believe it was all 3 series were a sweep. Which, once again, that could just come down to the chemistry that these team of random players were able to build in their short time together. Before I sign off, I want to give a few shout-outs and thank yous. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. Once again, it's great to have you. It's excellent to have everyone come out and support these NGS events, and it is an honor to get to cast them. I, of course, wouldn't have been able to cast it if it wasn't organized, so another shout-out to Crizzo and McGiblets, both of whom volunteered their time to make sure that the Free Agent Combine happens. And a big shout out to all of the board members, div mods, event staff, website people. There are a whole bunch of volunteers, and I don't know what they all do, and I know that they all work hard, so thank you to everyone at NGS for everything that you do. It's great to get to play Heroes of the Storm the way that it is intended as a team, and we wouldn't be able to do it without a league as well run as this. Last but not least, a huge shout out to all of the artists, musicians, and programmers whose work I feature here on the stream. It wouldn't look or sound anywhere near as good without their contributions. You can find links to all of their work below, as well as if you stick around for a credit roll here after I sign off. Until next time, have fun out there. Sign up for NGS Season 18. Sign-ups end, you know, when they end. July something. Use the commands in the NGS Discord. You'll figure it out, friends. And that's it. Good luck, have fun out there. Peace and love, everyone.